Hi folks, welcome to another Wednesday Wisdom. My name is Anna Hendricks. Thanks so much for being here. This week I want to encourage you to set boundaries, to put down guardrails in your life, to say no more, to decide what is best for you, even if it's not okay or best for everyone else. So, about 2 weeks ago, I was in the midst of a situation with a family member. And I was kind of put in the middle on a situation. And I realized that, A, I shouldn't be in the middle. B, it's really none of my business. And C, I needed to be honest about that. And that wasn't really easy, right? Fortunately, I had someone with me at the time who was like, look, it's okay to set a boundary. It's okay to say, I don't feel comfortable in this situation, or I don't feel comfortable being a part of this. And saying, this is where my boundary is, and being okay with that. I think that too many times we look at something like setting boundaries as a negative versus the enormous positive way in which it can be viewed. It's all about perspective, right? It's kind of like discipline. Discipline's like this scary word. It makes us think of our parents or maybe a boss or maybe whomever, right? Discipline. But the truth is that when we practice discipline in our life, we're actually able to grow faster. We're able to do more. We're able to become better faster. And I think that setting boundaries is very much the same way. I think it's really, really crucial that we set boundaries in life, because if not, we're just going to kind of be like, go with the flow folks, right? We're going to be on the fence. We're going to be lukewarm. We're going to be for everything, which is really for nothing. And that's not good. Even more so, we're not going to be taking care of ourselves. And there's nothing that is more important than you taking care of yourself. Because when you invest in yourself, when you take care of yourself, your world benefits. So if you can set boundaries with the people in your life, with your loved ones, with your work situations, with your friends, with your children, with whomever, you can actually love them even more. And when they know where your boundary is, it's actually going to give them more freedom and more confidence to love you from that place instead of not being sure where you're at. So, 3 ways. First one, know thyself. Isn't that this is like an old school, sacred statement saying whatever, know thyself. But it's so true. When we know ourselves, we can begin to grow as individuals. And when we know that something is right for us or something is not right for us, then we can set that boundary. Then we can say, hey, I'm sorry, this just isn't working for me, or, this is just not where I want to be. Knowing the more you know yourself, the more capable you're going to be to know where you need to set boundaries and where you don't. Number 2, be okay saying no. The thing is, once you start setting boundaries or once you start seeing in your life where you need to start setting boundaries, you're going to have to start saying no more. And that's okay. No is actually a pretty awesome word. In fact, I utilize it a lot. I utilize it a little bit too much. Typically when my friends say, hey, let's go do this, I'm like, no. Because it's like, I think a part of me is kind of freaking out. It's like, can I really do it? Do I really have a time? Or is this really going to work with whatever else is going on? So my first inclination is to say no, because I don't want to I don't want to commit to something that I can't follow through on. And so, but the thing is, no allows us to take better care of ourselves, which blesses everyone else around us, because nobody else is going to take care of you but you. So start getting cool with the word no. Number 3, don't be afraid to be different in this. Whether it's boundaries, whether it's something like morals or values or any of those things, I gotta say, there's not a lot of it happening these days. I'm not seeing a lot of it anyway. And I feel like it's almost considered rude, right? When like people say they have boundaries or like this is a boundary or they say no. It's like, no, you're just supposed to be open to everything these days. And that's so not true. You're going to have to get really hip saying no and being different if you're going to have boundaries. But I can tell you what, you're going to be all the better for it. Your life is going to be all the better for it. Your career, your relationships, everything. And finally, know that it's not going to make everyone happy, and that's okay. When you start setting boundaries and you start saying no and you start saying sorry, like, you know, I know that you all want to do this tonight, but I actually don't want to, or that doesn't make me feel comfortable, or, you know, if you get put in a position at work, or, you know, maybe someone wants you to like, you know, hey, grab some extra pens so we can take them home. Like, whatever it is that you don't feel right about, it's okay. Start setting boundaries. Start knowing that not everyone's going to be okay with it, and that's okay. Because the truth of the matter is the people that we really want to have close in our lives are going to understand this, even if it momentarily makes them uncomfortable. And if it does make them uncomfortable, it's only because deep down they're in awe of the fact that you have the nerve, the balls, the gumption, the awesomeness to set boundaries for yourself, because it is so rare these days. So be okay in that. This is what I have for you this week. I just want to encourage you to be different, to set boundaries for yourself, to know yourself, to know what's right for yourself so that you can take care of yourself. And then and the coolest part about it is that once you do this, everyone around you benefits because they get the better version of you. They get the happier version of you. It's the circle, baby. It's the circle. I hope that you have an awesome Wednesday, an incredible rest of the week, and that you come back and hang out with me next Wednesday. Peace.